Sabrina, PSL, Gabrielle. Okay, I see y'all. Charlie, yes, we got some new people. TMC, not TMZ, because you know TMZ is Candy, but we're gonna get to that. But anyway, you guys, this episode. I can't stop laughing. This episode is let me get it right. I got it wrong in the title. Look at this. I got to change the title. A hairy situation. It is a hairy situation. Hold on while I change it in the title. It is Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12, episode 12. A hairy situation. I apologize for not changing it before I got in here, but you know, it is what it is. I was rushing. It's my bad. But it was a whole lot of couples drama, okay? Couples drama. In addition to wig gates and in addition to, you know, the hairy situation, but we're gonna get to that last because you know I gotta read Kenya Moore and her Kenya Moore hair care. I think Kenya Moore hair care, they be doing ponytails and wigs and U-parts and lace fronts and everything at Kenya Moore hair care. They keeping that undercover because we ain't seen that on the website. But I digress. First, I'll just, you know, look, I wrote about this on my site, Eva Marcille and Kevin McCall, and the situation with them that they've been going back and forth to court. Kevin McCall, Eva had filed documents to get her daughter's name changed and to change it on her birth certificate. She also, Kevin McCall also filed documents to dispute all of that, but you know, he ended up going to jail before he can make it to court. Now, Eva got everything she wanted. She got the name changed. She got the name changed on the birth certificate. Shout out to Michael Sterling for adopting little Marley. That is all great. I think he is a great man for standing up to be the father that, you know, Kevin McCall wasn't or could not be for whatever reason. Now, the only thing that I have a problem with, and before y'all even get into my ass about this, I don't care, but I feel like fathers have rights too. And it's such a shame that Kevin McCall does not have the means and the wherewithal, whether mentally or financially or whatever the case may be, to, you know, fight for his parental rights. He just doesn't. And because of that, Eva won. You know, it is what it is. She got in there, she got out, she got rid of her baby daddy. I know there's a lot of y'all out there wish y'all could just get rid of y'all baby daddies. Y'all can erase him from your memories. Y'all can erase him from the damn birth certificate. But, you know, I don't know that that's fair to the child. I don't know, you know, because at the end of the day, Marley's going to be old enough to read. She's going to be old enough to search the internet, and she's going to be able to see that her father is not who her mama said her father is. And then when that time comes, you know, I don't think Eva's going to be able to control that. But I digress. Look, that's their business. I'm just watching it on TV. I don't have nothing to do with that. Shout out to Be Seen Entertainment for joining the membership, joining the squad. I appreciate y'all. Now, you know, there was a lot going on. Let me look at my notes. There was so much going on in this episode. The whole wig gate situation. Tanya, Marlo, Porsha, and Candy met, you know, to discuss everything that had happened in Toronto. They discussed the final night where Kenya kept turning to Tanya and kept saying, there's this beautiful girl. There's this beautiful girl. What about if there was this beautiful girl who your man tried to holler at? What if, you know, and everybody noticed that Kenya was focusing all her energy towards Tanya. Like, you know, it's like we saw it. You know, we saw Candy in the confessionals, you know, acting like, what is that evil doctor's name? The doctor that take over the world. She was acting like that, like the cookie lady. She got the information about the cookie lady. But Candy was so like ready to drag this bone or to assist in dragging it. She didn't have to drag it, but she knew about it. That, you know, it just seemed kind of odd to me. While they sitting there talking about it, Candy just sitting there like she don't want to say nothing about it. And they like, Candy, you don't have anything to say about it? And then Candy, you know, finally piped up, you know, said, you know, what she said. But it's like Tanya already knew that Kenya was trying to direct it to her because Cynthia had, you know, told her on the low. Cynthia had told her on the low that, the cookie lady had came to her in Kenya and blah, blah, blah. She wanted to give her the heads up and all that. You said Andy had to tell Tanya to calm down, but that's okay. That is okay. Tanya is a good spirit. She's like the goofy chick that is always love and light, and we all like that about her. And apparently that's what Candy and Kenya don't like about her, because I don't understand why Candy got to stick her nose in the situation in the first place. Because if somebody was bringing Candy information about Tide, she would be pissed off. I just don't understand. Candy is being real messy. She being real messy. He said Candy is Sheree Jr. Candy is the puppet master.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Okay, Bluetooth. Candy is the puppet master. She is like
Bluetooth connected.
This new thing, on my nerves already. Let me turn this off for a second. She is the puppet master. She is directing Kenya on what to do and how to do it. And it seems like, every single time Kenya does something to piss somebody off, Candy is, is there to clean up her mess. And I don't care what nobody say. Candy, Cynthia, and Kenya are in cahoots. You said y'all all love Kenya. I guess, child, I guess. Let me see what else I got in my notes. Let me see what else did I have. Tanya, decided she was going to bring, she had some tea on Kenya, since Kenya was going to spill some tea on her. Kenya left a package in her hotel room, and she asked Tanya to bring it for her. And, you don't take anything over the border. You got, somebody might be having you bring their drugs or something, then you get caught up in a drug trafficking scam or something. No, Tanya was smart about that. I wouldn't have brought it either. So Tanya looked in the bag, and what was in the bag? A phone charger and a wig. And so, Kenya claims she does not wear any wigs or weaves. I know all of Team Twirl has been tweeting me saying that, Kenya say she uses accessories sometimes. Kenya say she uses pieces sometimes. She has often said that, but she has also said that she does not wear wigs or weaves. And Bravo pulled the receipts and pulled the tweet where she said 100% I don't do wigs or weaves. Like, so, it's the inconsistencies in Kenya's statements that has everybody, even the people on Watch What Happens Live, voting, no, we don't believe that's always all her hair. Period. So Kenya can quit playing and pretending. Nobody said she was bald. Look, nobody said she was bald, but people are starting to give her the side eye for having hair that's down to her ankles. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Meanwhile, when Tanya brought out the wig, Marlo wanted to play with it. Marlo wanted to show everybody how it worked, how exactly Kenya wore it. And what was it about Candy that, she had to chase Marlo around with the wig like she was trying to protect Kenya's honor or something? I'm like, Candy, you sit there and talk about everybody else, but nobody can talk about Kenya and Kenya more hair care. But then I had to think about it. Candy is all about brands and brandings, and she know how important it is for Kenya's brand not to have nobody see her in a wig, or not to have nobody know she's wearing a wig. Because, Kenya more hair care, what they say is water-based products, that you smooth on your edges, that don't even let your edges lay down like the other stuff. They say that, that don't work. Because, Kenya Moore hair care wasn't around when Kenya Moore's hair was growing, was it? So how could she, be a spokesperson for her product if, the products weren't even used to grow her hair? I'm just asking the questions, right? I'm just asking the questions. Let me see what y'all talking about. You said leave Candy alone. No, I will not. I'm going to talk about Candy because Candy is the messiest one. Like Eva called her Salt Babe. Eva said Candy is there to put salt on everybody's in everybody's game. Candy is TMZ, like Marlo said. Everybody is peeping Candy, and y'all think that Candy is the nice one. Candy don't do nothing, but Candy is the child. Candy, I think Candy is gonna get red this season. That's all I know. You said, why is Candy up Kenya's butt? She is looking like a serious butt kisser. That's what it's looking like. Meanwhile, Tanya said that Kenya had a conversation with her in Toronto about her ovaries and whether she should go through an IVF session, and she was like telling her she need to go ahead and do it. She only had one egg, all of this stuff. And I'm like, on the one hand, Kenya is telling her she need to go get pregnant, but then on the other hand, she trying to tell her that her man is cheating and that her relationship is shit. So it's like, Kenya, like, you are really the snake in this situation. Everybody talk about who is the snake. It's looking like it's Kenya Moore and Candy and Cynthia, three snakes in a circle. Cynthia backstabbing Kenya by going to Tanya. It's just so many snakes. I just don't know. We all gonna get bit. You said we thought Candy was too rich for the messy. Candy is not too rich for the messy, clearly, because all of the mess is stirred up by her. She is the pot stirrer. Meanwhile, Eva celebrating about the baby, about her daughter, name change. I thought, that was a cute little scene. They all had at the pizza place. They all brought their kids. They sat around and they celebrated. Again, I just feel like, it's gonna be. Look, I know y'all. This whole Kevin McCall situation with Eva Marcille, it's just an interesting dynamic. Whether or not he was abusive to Eva, I don't know. I just know what we've read in the blogs. I don't know. She used to have a restraining order. She doesn't have a restraining order anymore. I don't know. She says she fears for her safety, and yet she shows her house and her entire life on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know. But, it is what it is. Somebody said the episode was boring. Look, we're going to talk about it anyway. And then finally we have Porsha and Dennis. Okay, Porsha and Dennis, I told y'all they never broke up in the first place, but it seems like they're getting along quite nicely, and so much so, in fact, that Dennis has a sit down with everybody, like Porsha's mom, Porsha's sister, and then he invites his mom to join along in the conversation, because why not? Porsha's mom and sister there, why my mama can't be there either? And so Porsha seems kind of surprised that Dennis invited his mom, but I feel like, she was there. She had a right to be there to share her thoughts on the situation now that they back together, now that they a happy family. Dennis seemed to, have apologized for whatever it was he did. We still don't know what it was because nobody will say. And oddly enough, remember in the beginning of the season when they first was going through everything they was going through, Porsha said she didn't tell her mama and her sister on purpose. Now all of a sudden, the mama and the sister so pissed off that they had blocked him from their phone. We missing something in the story. If you gonna tell the story, make it up. Let us know what had happened. Like, make it up right. Say he had slept with your friend's sister or something, like, because at this point we feel like you making it up for a story. That's how I feel. I'm just saying. Other than that, the mama say she didn't unblock Dennis. The sister say she didn't unblock Dennis. Everybody okay. And now, now they can get on with, planning the rest of their relationship. Porsha was on Watch What Happens Live, and I know y'all know about that whole situation with Dennis being spotted at the diner with 3 girls, and some messy queen was over at the bar filming them. I mean, he was out at a public place. It might have been 4 in the morning, but we be out at 4 in the morning in Atlanta. I'm just letting y'all know. But it was at a public place. They was eating. It was light bright in there. It wasn't no dark and dingy corner bar or nothing, and somebody filmed it. And I'm like, maybe he took some of his waitresses out after the damn club. Who the hell cares? Like, we didn't see him sleeping with nobody. How is that an indication of him cheating? But I don't know. It ain't my man. It ain't my business. I'm just talking about it. But, because Porsha wouldn't respond to it on Watch What Happens Live, I feel like that's going to give it new life, and giving it new life is great for Porsha, because at the end of the day, them being happy and being one big happy family is not good for business. They want y'all to keep talking about it. They want y'all to keep speculating on if they're cheating or if Dennis has a girl or not. It's good for them, but it is what it is. You said that Kenya said she can only produce 1 egg. Child, I'll let y'all talk about the rest. That's all I got. I got 16 whole minutes after this episode. And again, like I said at the beginning of this review, that, noticeably absent was Nene Leakes. They talked about her in passing. But You know, she wasn't there. She wasn't there, and I we missed her.